Okay, so we are recording, and this is our Sunday morning Brave Healing book launch mini workshop. So thanks for coming. And really, I just feel really, really grateful to you all for being here. I know Sunday is, kind of a day off and resting for people and chilling out. And I want to try to make this short. And I really wanted to give you guys a taste of the work of the book so that you could talk about it more, which is really cool. And reading words is one thing, but sort of experiencing the work and feeling the vibe is a whole different thing. And this morning, just to let you gals know, Joyce and Gila have both been in live workshops with me. So they have heard me speak before, and they've done the work of this writing as a path to healing, which you guys are experiencing in the book. So they can comment from that experience and perspective this morning too. So Shannon, welcome.
Thank you.
Shannon, where are you calling in from today?
I'm from Toronto.
Were you on Friday?
I was, but my internet cut out during the Q&A, so I thought I'd come back.
Awesome. Okay, thanks. And if you have questions, everybody, if you have questions, excuse me, as we go, you can type them in the chat box. And then when it's time, I'm going to go over there and read if you guys had the questions. So you can do that, or you can just like unmute and just ask me or whatever. This is like totally casual, you guys. Okay. So, so I'm going to start with, running you guys through an exercise that is in the book, and we'll talk a little bit about that. And then I'd like to spend a few minutes at the end just answering questions about the launch. I might ask you all for some, I might ask you all questions about the launch too. Just, this is my first time doing something like this, and sort of rallying that many people has been very interesting and totally spectacular. But I actually wrote down a couple questions for you guys based on Friday's call. So I'll do that too. And I wanted to start off by reading, should have got a water bottle this morning. You get my early morning froggy voice. I'm going to start by reading a poem called Brave Healing. I wrote this not too long ago, actually, because I wanted to have a poem to read to people that gives them a little bit more idea of the book. And I recorded this and posted it somewhere. So right now, I'm going to mute you guys, and then I'm going to come back and unmute you later. It's just easier to not have the background noise. Okay, so I'm going to invite you all to kind of settle into wherever you're sitting and really arrive here with me in your body. Thank you so much for being here. It's so much more fun to talk to actual people than just recording yourself talking to the screen. So if y'all weren't here, I wouldn't be having as much fun. So thank you. So just relax, and I invite you to kind of feel the words this morning. Feel how a word or a tone or a topic or an idea kind of vibes inside of you, resonates inside of you. And if hopefully y'all have a piece of paper and a pen and or a notebook, because we're going to do a little bit of writing later, but also you can take notes during this call about anything you're feeling, because it's going to help you help me with the book. So this is called Brave Healing. Go figure. How about we take a moment to do this brave healing thing right now? Let me show you how. Rest your eyes, take a breath, feel the words that are said. Drop down inside, recognize for once hiding isn't the answer. Take this moment to feel everything. Maybe you'll see we all feel everything. Nothing's really right or wrong. It's all more like a song. You like rock, I like jazz, but all music has a vibe, and it's the vibe we feel that's real. No word or rhyme or melody is better. It all just depends on what jives with your heart, what makes your soul light on fire, or dance, or sing, or express. So maybe instead of killing each other or dropping bombs or trying to find something the other did wrong, we could move to the sounds made of love. What if we healed the wound inside ourselves first? That's the way we heal the world. What if being born automatically makes you worthy? A living, breathing manifestation of creative energy with the power to heal. It all starts with a feel. You're a healer, whether you know it or not. Might as well be brave and start now. What do you feel? Can you feel yourself on a stage out loud with your message? Or does the heat of unworthiness and shame keep you afraid? Fear's just a feeling, stealing your show, and it's going to take a brave kind of healing. But I'm here today to tell you anything is possible when you wake up fiercely alive inside of your life and decide to make a change. Brave healing. It starts with a pause and a breath and a check-in with your body and your mind, knowing what feels good and right to your soul, following those sacred breadcrumbs until you're standing there staring joy in the face and both of you laugh and say, baby, we've mastered this game. Now it's time to play. So there it is, brave healing to start our day off. Okay, gals, so let's do a little guided exercise in writing this morning. And one more time, I'm going to invite you back down into your body. And this time, let's just close our eyes and relax and hopefully not fall back asleep, except for Gila's been up for a while, so she'll be okay. So just close your eyes and relax. Connect with the breath. It's from this place of body awareness that I want the words to come from. So connecting into the sensations and feelings of your body rather than the thought process that's going on in your head is what we're doing now. Just practicing feeling. So just notice and be curious about what you feel in your body. Relax through your head, neck, and shoulders, behind your eyes, down through your jaw, all the way to the root of your tongue. With your exhale, just relax and soften a little bit more. Breathing deep and low into your belly and low back and out the sides of your rib cage as well. Exhale, release and soften. And just notice where you're holding any tightness or bracing. And see if you can breathe into those spaces, relaxing with your exhale. Relaxing down through your throat, your neck, your shoulders, all the way out to your fingertips. Just notice where your arms are resting and feel that weight on the chair or your lap. Relaxing through the torso, chest and upper back, belly, low back, down through your hips. Take big inhales, relax on the exhales. Every single time you exhale, you're just letting go a tiny bit more into feeling, making space around the tight spots. Trusting that this place of awareness is going to bring the words and that you don't have to think your way into your writing. They're going to come from a place that might surprise you, this feeling space. And your creative goddess lives in there. So it behooves us to connect with her like this. Relaxing down through your hips and your butt, your thighs. Relax your low back against the chair. See if you're holding there. Down through your knees, lower legs and feet. Feel your feet on the ground or wherever they're resting. Notice the clothes on your body, how that feels, the weight of your body in the seat. You can notice the temperature in the room. Just notice with curiosity what you feel, breathing into the spaces, letting go a little bit more with your exhales. And take a couple more deep breaths at your own pace, deep and low into your belly, relaxing with your exhale. And then I'm going to invite you to open your eyes and grab your pen. And we're going to write with a prompt today, but don't censor yourself this morning. Don't worry about spelling or punctuation or grammar or even finishing sentences. I actually want you to write as fast as you can for the 3 minutes we're going to write. Try not to get in your own way. If you get stuck on the words of the prompt themselves, you guys, the prompts don't matter. Just move what's in you out of you through the pen and onto the page. What I really desire is, that's the prompt, okay? 3 minutes. What I really desire is, go. I got a little timer going for us. Little less than a minute. Okay, and you're just starting to finish up your thought now. About 20 seconds left. Okay, pens up. I'm going to break my own rule and keep writing. Okay, so I'm going to, hey, welcome, Karina. We were just finishing up a writing prompt. How are you this morning? Can you hear me? Oh, I can't hear her. She's somewhere. Okay, I'm going to mute her again. Okay, so I'm going to invite someone to share what they just wrote. Anybody? And Lori and Linda, all you have to do is unmute and say me, okay? Because I can't see you raise your hand. Anybody want to share? So the sharing piece, and it's in the book too. There's the a piece where I write underneath the exercise to either read it out loud to yourself or read it to a trusted friend. And gals, there is something very, very powerful about putting your own voice to the writing. It makes it real, and it's a process. So as you start to hear it, you're going to be learning and growing and healing inside of that expression. And so for the shares today, and we're only going to do a couple, gals, and it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to practice with this group of women here this morning that will hold the space. There's one rule about sharing. We read from the first word to the last without any backstory. And the second rule is there's not going to really be any commentary about your writing today. We know that it just came out of you. So it's like low pressure. So we're just going to hold the space for your share, essentially. So who wants to go? Come on, you guys. Brave, Joyce. Yay. Okay, hang on. All right, good. I got you. Go.
All right. You can hear me okay?
Yeah.
All right. What I really desire is to make, to create, to get my hands dirty, to use my hands to connect and create magic. My inner thoughts and dreams, scary, wild, sexy, and kinky, feeling the material and connecting with its longing to be something else, something it has wanted, that has been wanting to do, and connecting with its energy and letting myself move through it. It lets me help move it into a new life, like a Tim Robbins novel, weird and unaware of its limitations, moving, creating, shaping, being free to be wholly renewed and alive. The end.
Thank you. So the gals who haven't been in our classes before, sharing is part of the class. It's part of just encouraging the women in there to be brave about hearing their own voice. It can feel a little bit scary at first. And then as you get used to it, it becomes this empowering thing. Right, Joyce?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you mind saying something about that? Because I know you've been going through a thing.
Yeah. So the very first time that I read something, I was concerned because I thought, well, I'm not a writer. I've never wanted to write a story, write a book, but I want to be a storyteller, which I guess it's semantics. And the first time that I shared, I broke down because I was so scared to do it. It was like jumping into something that was, something that was like unnecessarily scary. And so I just last night decided, with a little encouragement, to get up and share my poem that I wrote a while ago and publish this. And it's, unfamiliar and a little bit nerve-wracking, but it is something now that it's like I've got the ball running. I've kind of let open the floodgates, and it's really helpful, and it's a safe space where it's like I don't really think that I'm writing anything that's powerful, but it's probably more so than I expect it to be. And I'm not expecting it to be miraculous or anything else. I'm just allowing it to kind of move through me, and it's allowing me to get a little bit more courageous and kicking fear to its curb. So it's helpful.
Awesome. Thank you. I'm going to put a book title in the chat comments for you all. So I actually wrote a post in our writers group this morning about the upper limit problem. And Gay Hendricks wrote this book called The Big Leap, and he talks about this upper limit problem. And I was writing about the open mic experience last night because essentially this book, gals, is this brave healing process has been what got me from painfully shy to standing on a stage last night with a microphone in my hand. And the awareness that we practice through the book and through those exercises, that practice, along with all the other different sorts of healing modalities that I've done, got me to a place, kind of shoved me through that unworthiness journey. And I'm moving out on the other side of it and sharing at this point. And I can't tell you how totally amazing it feels to be able to do that. It's, I was telling a friend of mine in the car last night when we were driving home that I'm having trouble because that old me isn't me anymore. and I am this new person, but I'm trying to describe that old thing, and it's just not feeling. Even the inner critic voices that are going on that I talk about in the book, they don't even resonate anymore because they're talking to somebody different now, which is totally amazing and wonderful. So when you get to that point where you hear your own inner critic voices that used to paralyze you, but you're listening to them now laughing, actually, it's pretty awesome. So thank you, Joyce, for your share. Anyone else? We'll do one more if somebody is feeling brave this morning. Yay. Okay, Shannon, I'm going to unmute you. Go for it.
What I really desire is connection with myself, my purpose with others, spiritual, sexual, deep connections, to release my fears, my tension, my restriction by deeply connecting and feeling it to my depths without needing to understand it, to experience the adventure of life and connect with that pulse of possibility that I feel beneath the tension. The end.
Nice. Thank you. Yeah, Joyce was we do this on online calls for applause. So if you can see it, thank you for sharing. Okay. So I'm going to unmute Linda and Lori. I can't unmute you, Lori, and Karina. Do any of you gals who I can't see want to share?
I would love to share, but I didn't know how to unmute.
Okay.
So
Okay, I unmuted you, and Lori, you're unmuted right now too, but I'm going to let you read Linda, and then Lori, you can tell me if you want to also.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What I really desire is a whole, healthy, loving relationship with a man who is awake, aware, doing his own work, and willing to embrace all of me. Someone who isn't frightened by the brilliance of my light and my strength. What I really desire is mirrored, unconditional, ecstatic, raging, laughing, crying, fucking love, hugging till we ache with joy and tears.
Oh, Linda. We're gonna sprinkle our finger love on you. Thank you for sharing. Okay. So I'm sorry, I cut you off. What did you say, Linda?
I said thank you.
Oh, just thank you. Okay. You're welcome, my dear. Lori, do you want to share yours this morning?
I don't know that I'm ready to share yet.
Okay, no problemo. And Karina, do you? Karina, where are you? No? Okay. So, okay, so you ready for some homework about the thing you just wrote? The homework is, and you can do this later, but you might want to write down a little note about it. I want you to read what you wrote out loud to yourself later, and then you're going to do something called reverse journal it. So reverse journaling is this. You're going to start with the sentence, you're going to rewrite your thing, and you're going to start with the sentence, I am so happy and grateful now that, and you are going to rewrite your thing like it's already happening, already happened, you're already feeling the feelings of it, you are in it. And then you're going to read that to yourself every morning until it happens. I'm teasing, but it works. Okay, so reverse journaling. So when we do the desire statements, they're full of want, right? So a desire statement is like, oh man, I really want this. I really want it. I really want it. And what that is, though, is it in the law of attraction world, it manifests the lack. So we want to reverse journal our desires like they're already happening. I am so fucking happy and grateful and excited that I have a way to serve healers who need this most. And it feels like my something is being spent, my time is being spent wisely. It feels like this is attracting, it's already attracting the abundance that it feels like it deserves. I really am happy and grateful to have a huge platform of brave healers, brave healer action takers to grab my hand and do this with me. They are spectacular. I am so amazed now that I'm being given more opportunities to express my poems, and really, really grateful to be learning how to perform them from memory, how to perform. I am performing in a way that feels more about the audience than me. So I just basically actively reverse journaled my thing for you in the moment. Okay. So write yours like that, and add any cool words that feel good to you. All right. Put your feels into it. Makes it a very, very powerful affirmation statement that you can read to yourself as often as you feel like. And at first, when I started reading stuff out loud to myself, like with no one around, it felt silly. But now it just feels good and fun. It kind of makes me laugh. And I'll walk around the house and say them here and there. I put them also in front of me a lot so that I'm reminded to do that, because we're not in that habit very often unless we've been practicing. So it takes some, habit changing and sort of relearning and doing some new tricks. Okay, so anyone have any questions? I'm going to unmute Linda and Lori and Karina. Anyone have any questions, comments, or anything else about what we just did? Just even sharing about how the process felt or the ideas? Okay.
It felt good. It felt good to me, Laura, because what I wrote about is something that actually is in the process. And,
yeah, nice.
And is happening. It is happening already. So it's yeah.
Perfect.
It was great.
Yes.
It was great.
So write it like, how it is. And you, I know, Linda, you're one of the people who totally understands that the words we use, the language we use matters, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I love the idea of reverse journaling. In fact, anytime I'm writing in my journal and I catch myself now in the lack, I go back, and I don't need to like cross out stuff or get rid of it. I just create it new in that sort of energy, and it's pretty cool.
Yep.
Okay, gals. So at this point, if you don't have any other questions or comments about the exercise, go ahead, Gila.
Sorry, I missed part of it because I was cleaning something up. I didn't know if you had gone over like the review part of the book, or if
now we're going to do that.
Okay, so
yep. I'll wait. Yeah. Move it on to part 2 now. Ooh, my goodness. Somebody has a doggy. Okay, I'm going to mute Lori, and actually, you know what? Linda and Lori, I'm going to leave you unmuted. And Karina too, just because I can't see you. But so just let me know if you guys have a question. No big deal. You can just say hey. But book launch, okay? So let's move on and just spend a few minutes talking about this. So tonight, you'll all be getting an email, and I'm making a resource page that you can click on, and it just has all the different ways you can help. Okay, everything from liking and commenting on the posts I write to sharing your own. And I'll have the posters there for you. You can pull them into your computer and you can use them independently, or you can make it easy on yourself and just share from anywhere that I've posted it. There is no right or wrong way to do that, honestly. So whatever turns you on, okay? I'm going to have a whole bunch of tweets. Feel free to take any of them, copy and paste them into your Twitter. I'm going to try to have a variety so that they sound a little bit different. You can do them as often as you feel like. You can do the same one every day. There are no rules about the sharing, okay? Because honestly, the launch at this point is about the buzz, and I made a post in the group this morning about the book buzz. With all of you helping, that's really what it's all about. With lots of different kinds of people talking about one thing, it gets shared, and that sort of exponentially blooms out into the world. And it's really rather fantastic when you see that happen. The engagement is, I super, super appreciate the engagement, because when you guys comment, that means I can comment back. That means sometimes, depending on your settings, your friends are seeing the comments. It just gets out in there, and it helps people sort of come into the conversation and join it, you know? And so you've read pieces of the book, or you've read the book, or you haven't started it yet. I mean, wherever you're at, even if you read the introduction and a chapter, you're going to have a feel for what I'm doing. And that was the purpose of today too, is to give you a little feel for what the book is. You can write about that. So that just allows you to comment. You don't have to have had the entire book read at this point. It's okay if you don't. And I can use words. I put up a contest in the group this morning, gals. There's going to be a whole little bunch of prizes to win. I need words like as of 9 p.m. tonight, because I need to create things to put on that link I'm going to send you all. So there's a contest on there. Go look at it. It's fun. One of you is going to win that free online workshop that starts in the fall, the Intuitive Writing for Healers. That's worth $297. It's a 6-week course, and it's extremely powerful. So one of you guys is going to win that. 3 of you are going to win actual books, and a few of you are going to win a greeting card. Okay, so if you get your words into me by 9 o'clock tonight, even if it's a couple sentences about the book, I would super greatly appreciate it. So questions about the launch, any? So Gila, did you have a particular question you were wondering about? I can't unmute you, hun.
Yeah, I just wanted to know about the review. I hadn't read it when you had put it out. I'm almost done, but so I didn't know if you still needed anybody to review.
Okay, so here's the thing about reviews, blurbs, however you want to call it. It's basically you're going to write a few sentences about the book. It can be as short or as long as you feel like. There's no rules to it, because if I think for some reason it's too long to put on a poster, I'm going to grab a couple sentences and quote you. So make it as long as you feel like, as short as you feel like, honestly, okay? But the thing about that is the ones that you email me now, copy yourself on the email, because on June 1st, you're going to copy and paste that into the Amazon review. You don't have to do it twice. Write it twice.
Oh, so I can send it to you now, and
yes.
then okay, so it's June 1st is the Amazon review?
Correct. Okay. If you email me now, then I can use them to create stuff for you guys to share in these next couple of weeks.
Okay.
That's just for like posters and tweets, and I just can really use your guys' words now, you know, as I do the they call this a soft launch until June 1st, when the book is actually it's purchasable now as a pre-order, but okay. On June 1st, it's going to start to come. So yeah, on June 1st, right now I've got, I think 28 of the group have committed. They put that on June 1st on their calendar, and they're going to go back in as an advanced reader to Amazon and write that review. But if you write it now and send it to me, copy yourself, and then all you have to do is copy and paste that and put it into Amazon on June 1st. The thing with Amazon is if you get 25 reviews, Amazon will start to promote your book more organic, like they'll do some work for you. But you need up until, and this is, I'm learning this from the publisher and from another book friend and people who know about this. And so I'm really trying hard to get those 25 reviews on June 1st for this book. Now, some of you have told me that you're going to purchase the hard copy, which won't get to you until after June 1st, obviously. And then you're going to go back into Amazon and leave your review. Totally cool. I need a bunch of those too. Okay. So whatever works for you is totally good for me. I put that note in there about getting them on June 1st so that I could get that 25 right away. I need a little bit of both. Okay. So it's all good. Whatever sounds good to you and works for you about the review. What else about that? Anything? That answer your question?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, what else? Any other questions about the launch itself? And just repeating myself, you guys will get an email tonight. I'm going to wait for some of those words to come in today. The earlier, the better, okay? Because my daughter has her cheerleading tryouts today. So I'm literally going to bring my computer to tryouts and like make things up. And then by tonight when we're done, I'm going to start to put those posters on the page and hopefully have a really good resource page for you guys. Other things, if any of you have a blog, and you would entertain the idea of one of two things: interviewing me for your blog about Brave Healing, super awesome. And we can, craft a blog where I'm answering questions, interview style, or any way that you think will work for your blog. Or ask me and I will write a guest blog for your blog. And any of these blogs, by the way, I will share all over the place. So you're going to get exposure for your thing and your blog because, of course, you're interviewing me or you're having me on as a guest blogger. So if you blog, let me know if you're interested. You can email me and say what you want to do. You want to do an interview one, or you want me to just send you something. Whatever your shtick is, I can tweak the guest blog for your topic based on the Brave Healing exercises. So if you serve, women who are moving into expressing their sexuality, like Gila, I might write something about awareness and how it has related to my journey of expressing my own sexuality and feeling good in my body and in my relationship. So you guys get the idea, right? Yeah, go ahead, Gila.
Well, so maybe we could do something. I don't know. Like I've been writing to my subscribers, and maybe I could tell them about your book.
Exactly.
But maybe we could do like a short, YouTube video or something
exactly.
like that.
Yeah, that's another great one. Like if you guys want to do a Zoom where we record it, and so we're going to have a video recording we can post on YouTube. Like you just want to have a live conversation with me. Super. Right. That is so much fun. And then I can post it. You post it. I can post it. We can share it everywhere. Yeah. Anything. Like that's exactly what I wanted to ask you gals today, is if you have any other creative ideas. Believe me, I'm all ears today. I'm kind of learning the different ways. So yeah, perfect. Gila, thank you.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you guys to initiate the email because there's so much right now. I can't keep track. I am trying to keep track by writing your name down and with a little bit of note about what you just said. But if you just initiate it, tell me the date you want to do it, then I will get back to you and it'll be scheduled. Okay. Anyone else on that? And hang on, I'm going to unmute Linda. Linda, you got anything?
I had a question. The blurbs that we've already sent in to you that you've already used.
Yes.
Do those, that's what you're talking about? So I can copy and paste that one?
Definitely. Okay. And and anybody who already sent me words is automatically entered into that contest, by the way. So thank you. You're in.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I could use that one for Amazon.
So of course. Yeah. And remember Meredith had written that post about, you can even just say, I was one of Laura's advanced readers and here's my review. It just makes it more authentic. You just basically tell it up front that that's how you got the book.
Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anything else, Linda, on anything like that?
I don't think so.
Well, I've got you unmuted. Okay. So I'm going to move over to Lori and then I got you, Gila. Lori, anything? Any questions, comments?
No, I plan on trying to send you something.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Okay, cool. And how about Karina? Are you there with us, Karina?
Nothing, Lori.
Oh, I can barely hear you. Maybe that was my problem before. Are you there? I can sort of hear your voice. You got nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing right now? Okay. So Karina and Michael Brooks have been the ones helping me produce the podcast, gals. And so they're already helping me a great deal with promote different kinds of promotions for the book and everything. So if y'all have podcast questions like for yourself, please get with Karina in the group and ask. And Gila, what was your question?
No, I was just wondering if you were going to write some poetry, like maybe you should put it on Medium, just to promote your book. Like put it on our publication. I don't know, just like an idea.
Yeah, for sure. Believe me, that is all on my mind. And in fact, now that I've read Goddess Anxiety live to an audience, that wasn't posted anywhere because I wanted to keep it that way, just energetically, so that it could be like a first for people to hear. So yes, I'm going to write that down because thank you for reminding me. I forgot I haven't posted that anywhere yet. I'm starting to post those live videos, but I haven't written it anywhere. So
but maybe you should also record it on SoundCloud and put it like as a recording as well, like when people hear it.
yes, I can do that too. So you think that's better than the actual video from the thing last night?
Do both. No,
Okay.
do both. Like some people have, I've been starting to read my poetry. I stopped, but I think it has, like you said, you were doing it live. And so, you get that emotion coming out and, it just, there's something else energetically transmitting.
Yeah, for sure. Gals, if any of you are interested in submitting something to Gila and my publication, it's called Sacred Erotic Self. Gila, do you have a minute to pull up that link and stick it in the chat? It's Medium, for those of you who don't know about medium.com. It's a super awesome, easy blogging platform. You can have your free account set up in 5 minutes, and that allows you to comment and clap for the different things on there. It allows you to engage, to register. But Sacred Erotic Self is a place where Gila and I wanted other people to be able to express poetry, stories, and really you're going to read our mission statement in there. It's about healing. Okay. And so she posted the link for you guys to chat. You can submit. You'll also see the submission post. And yeah, we would love to have your stuff on there. Be brave. Okay. If you need help, like you have questions about posting, submitting, anything, just get with one of us. The other place you can submit, and I'll type it in real quick, is my poetry page on Facebook, which is Warrior Love. Okay, so that was the first poetry journal, and I post poems with artwork on that page. So you could post, if you have a poem but you don't have a piece of artwork, I'll just match it with a photo. Or if you have a friend who has art and you want to create the collaboration and submit it to get posted, I will do that too. And we can put those on both of those platforms. Sacred Erotic Self, obviously has a specific theme, and you can read about, what should be submitted there. Warrior Love is a little bit more open, love, goddess, healing type of place. Not so edgy as Sacred Erotic Self. You're going to read some very steamy things on that one, which are super awesome, by the way. So even if you're just interested on clicking there and reading, commenting and engaging, that would be awesome. Okay, so let me see if I had anything over here. Okay, so I guess just to finish up, again, just wanted to say thank you for being in the launch group in the first place. I feel so good about having you all there helping me with this. We do this kind of stuff together. And if you're writing something, your blogs, your books, you're building your platform for your own business, please remember that sometimes it takes a little courage to reach out and do it with other people and build your own community and ask for help, but you really need to. So whatever's, inside of you, keeping you from doing that, look at it, write about it, practice your body awareness around it, and then do some journaling and clear some of that stuff out. Be afraid and do it anyway. And if any of you need any help at all with the writing piece, especially the blogging was by far the best way, guest blogging was the best way I built my email platform as an author. And I continue to work on that, started with about 100 email subscribers, and I have over 2,500 at this point. And it needs to be more like 5,000, to be honest. So I'm working on doubling that number in the next year with this whole movement that you see me doing. So if you have questions about it, you want to talk about it a little bit, get some ideas for yourself, I'm here. And yep, just look for the email later and you'll have lots of ideas about how to help in the next couple weeks. Technically, the launch goes till June 15th to continue to create buzz after the book comes out on Amazon. And if any of you are local-ish and want to do the August 11th live event, and especially for those of you who are going to listen to this recording, August 11th at Johnny Pistola's in Washington, D.C. That's going to be hosted by the Love, Pain, and Poetry guy, and we are going to have a party, gals. There's going to be a book talk and open mic and poetry, and entertainers are going to come, and we're going to have a swag bag, and we're hoping for over 100 people at that. So if y'all want to fly in and stay at my house, you can totally do that for the weekend. Just email me. Ask Gila. That's a sincere offer. Okay. So yeah, all good. And anything else before we cut out for the day? Linda, you good? Lori, you good?
Yep.
Karina?
I am. Thank you.
Okay. Karina, you good?
I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. Great. Yeah. Hang on, Shannon. Okay. I got you.
I'm trying to do
I
this.
don't have a question. I just want to say thank you.
Oh,
for
you're
being
welcome.
So open and so inclusive, and this has been a great process. And just thanks for leading the way and being the brave healer.
Oh, my pleasure. My total pleasure. My whole mission in life right now is to build this revolution of you brave healers. And so I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. You're welcome, Karina. Okay, gals, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, whatever time it is, your time. And I'm going to be back in the group tonight with the link, and then you'll also get the email. And I won't email too much. There's going to be this one email and maybe one or two more, but you guys see that I'm doing most of it in the Facebook group. And for those of you building your own launches, out of the 120 people that I got, only about 6 of them aren't in that Facebook group. Go figure, right? So Facebook is where I love to be. And for your own launches and your own programs, go where you want to be and be unapologetic about it. And get your energy and your people in that one group. It's okay to not do everything else. And so this has been one really great example of that. The Facebook group has been great. Y'all are in there and helping out. So again, I know I've said it like a million times, but thank you for being there. And I'll talk to you later. Have a good one, everybody. I'll post the replay.